suggest making this with a friend.
Here you go.
Oh my god, no! Hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be trying TikTok Indian recipes. I got a lot of requests for this. I'm super excited. I've never cooked Indian food before, but I'm a foodie. I love to eat Indian food. And because I haven't really cooked Indian food recipes at home, you're gonna have to let me know if these recipes are legit or they're just nuts. I'm just gonna know if they taste good or not. Let's give it a go. Ooh. So the first recipe is samosa grilled cheese. I've had samosas before. I love them. I've eaten hundreds of them. They're kind of similar to an Italian calzone, which I've made because there's like the dough and then there's a filling inside. Very different, but kind of a similar idea. This is a grilled cheese, so this is gonna be like a new spin on this. I'm drooling already. This looks delicious. This is a samosa and a delicious grilled sandwich had a baby. We're gonna test if they go good together, but looks delicious. I followed the full recipe that she had. I've made a bunch of the different things over here. And then in the pan right now, we've got 2 pieces of sourdough. It smells delicious, you guys. So the first thing, we're gonna take this little scoop. This is cilantro chutney. This goes on one side of the bread. All right, now on the other side, we're gonna be doing a sweet chutney. This is an apple chutney, and she spreads this on the other side of the toast. Here we go. And it's perfect she does it in the pan with these big slices of sourdough because I don't think this would fit in my toaster. I need to get a bigger toaster. Mike, write that, send me Mike, Blackberry me what does Michael Scott say? Michael, Blackberry me a message. Michael, Blackberry me a message and, no, Mike, Blackberry me. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit of shredded cheese on top of that, that sweet chutney right there. Went to the Indian market, we're using a mule cheese, and then we're gonna do some layers. Over here, I've got a delicious potato mixture, including asafetida, which is so good. We use these in some other recipes. So I'm just gonna scoop a nice potato layer on top. Mike, are you drooling yet? A potato in a sandwich, I'm in. Now, a little bit more cheese. We're gonna sandwich our potatoes on our sandwich. Get in my face. All right, now let's stick this together. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm gonna turn on the heat, cook it up, and give it a try. We wanna get that cheese to melt. Samosa grilled cheese is ready now. It is the moment of truth. Mike, look how delicious this looks. I love it. What is not to love? So you guys have to let me know. There's a big debate online whether this qualifies as a grilled cheese sandwich. It is grilled cheese, but there's a bunch of other things in there. Now, grilled cheese purists apparently online are saying no, no, no. But then a lot of people are saying yes, yes, yes. It's a grilled cheese and then some. So let me know in the comments. I need to know. I don't know. And I also don't care because this is delicious. Next recipe, mango lassi, which is a really yummy drink. It looks like she's making it at home from scratch, which is always the best. It's like getting a pina colada at a bar and it has like all that fake mix versus making it at home with all this yummy, yummy, delicious, like high quality ingredients. Ooh, we're gonna try a little fancy mango lassi today. Those are some beautiful ice cubes. I don't know about you guys, but my refrigerator makes ice cubes and these are like beautiful, perfect squares. The ice is gonna be a little bit different. I just get these. They're all different shapes and sizes. They come out however. Oh, I can't wait to do this. I love mango and I love smoothies. Yogurt, in you go. Milk and honey. Then the seeds from 1 cardamom pod. All right, in you go. And a little bit of salt. Then we're gonna mix this up and pour it over ice. Oh, for the, oh, gee. I did it! Her recipe made about 1 full glass. Let's try. Maybe my mango just tastes different. The mango is so slight, you can barely taste it. This tastes like a frothy, icy yogurt that I just wanna put chunks of mango on top. You know, I'm gonna do that. Next recipe, we're gonna be making cucumber raita. Let's see. Ooh, okay, so it's kind of like a dip, or you can eat it as a side dish. Oh. We're gonna mix all of these together. Get all the cucumber in there. We're gonna put these in. Boom. And minty, minty. I love mint. You know, Mike, I think that's why they made a gum flavor after it. Because you just want it in your mouth. It's just so good. Oh, okay. Mine doesn't look as creamy as his. Like his looks like he has way more yogurt than I do. That's one of the things I find really hard about TikTok. The measurements never seem to be right if they're even included at all. All right, now we're gonna take this and go to the stove. Pour in some oil, spices. We're gonna mix our spices into our oil. This is where the house starts smelling really good. Once it starts sizzling, we're just gonna pour this. Lastly, sprinkle a little bit of chopped mint and cilantro on top, okay? I like mint, so maybe I went a little bit ham on that, but that's my choice. All right, here you have it. I followed the exact recipe, and now I'm gonna give it a taste. I do want more yogurt. I feel like the ratios are off, but it tastes really good, and you know what? I think what's gonna make it better, maybe, is the next recipe. We gotta give it a second chance. We really do, but please, oh my gosh, TikTok bakers, please use the correct measurements because what you're making looks so good and so delicious, and I want to make it, but I can't if you don't tell me what to do. Ooh, next recipe is homemade burrata. Mike, you know what these remind me of? It's these pancakes. They're Mike's favorite. I introduced them to him. So these ones are from Trader Joe's. Okay, so Mike, we're gonna be making this flatbread today. So we've got flour, and we're using this kind of flour. We are following the recipe. And then the oil that we're gonna be using is ghee, which is basically just clarified butter. We're gonna pour all of this in, and then we're gonna mix in most of the water, but not all of it, because we just need to check the consistency of the dough. I'm so excited. You can see I took off my rings because we're gonna be kneading some dough, which was one of my favorite things to do. More water. Yeah, it's too dry. Okay, this is my favorite part. Time to get your hands in there. Now we're gonna knead the dough together. Woo, this is sticky. This is a sticky dough. I've touched a lot of doughs in my day, but I've never touched a dough this sticky. As you guys can see in front of me, I kept kneading the dough 5-10 minutes. We're gonna cover it with a little piece of food-safe plastic wrap, and after it rests, we're gonna chop it up. Once the dough has rested for 20 minutes, we are gonna uncover it and chop it into 8 pieces. Boom, just like that. Just gonna take a little slice and roll these into balls. Boop, boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Got all my balls, and I've rolled them out nice and flat. This dough is really sticky, like I just did there. I always have a little bit of flour right next to me because I needed it. If you've never used ghee before, you've never cooked with it, never baked with it, this is just melted butter. Don't be intimidated by a new name. You might learn that you love it. Fingers. Get in there, spread it all over. That's gonna help the dough stick to the dough. Okay, now we're gonna fold into thirds. Okay, I think that's about a third. Fold again, and then she goes, poop, 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 and then folds over. Okay. All right, and then oh, it is really stretchy. Then she wraps it around her hand like a little snake. The end goes over 3 fingers, and then your thumb holds it into place. Like that. Wrap right on top of each other. This is so cute. It kind of looks like a cinnamon roll to me. Oh, that's really ugly. And then the end, we tuck into the center. My first one! Okay, it's not perfect. Obviously, I need a little bit of practice, but for my first one, I did it. Okay, I'm gonna keep making them. I've been practice rolling these, and this is one of my better looking ones. And now we're gonna squish it. This is crazy to me. This recipe has a lot of steps. And she said this was the easy version. All right, so we're gonna roll it out again into a perfect little circle. We're gonna do this to all of our snakes. And then she said you can either cook it up right away or you can freeze them in between 2 greased parchment papers. All right, we're gonna get this a little bit thinner. And we're gonna put it in the pan. Okay, we've got some ghee in the pan. Put it on about medium. All right, we're gonna put this in here fresh. And there we go, we're just gonna let it cook both sides in the ghee. Woo, flip. Yum. It's nice and golden brown, and now I get to try it, and I'm also going to be dipping it. The flavors are really good. I love all the flavors here. We just need more yogurt. This was, woo! I'm gonna try a bite just by itself. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Mike, could just take a little bite. Imagine marinara sauce with some cheeses, some toppings. I feel like it's neutral enough. I really do. I feel like, oh my gosh, this is, did you, Michael Don. Michael. Okay, so this one was a win. This recipe's great. It's just a lot of steps. A lot of love goes into making these, okay? So if someone makes you one of these from scratch, hug them, kiss them, love them, tell them thank you, thank you, thank you. Time for dessert. Next recipe is instant burfi recipe in 10 minutes. So this is kind of like a fudge, a creamy, flaky fudge. Oh, wow, okay. So we've got milk powder, sugar, milk, ghee. Okay, so the only thing that's a little bit different is I was looking for milk powder, and this all I could find at the store. Went to several Indian markets, and this is the only one that they had, so I hope it'll work. Lessened the sugar in the recipe just a hair because this is sweet. We're gonna mix these, and we're gonna mix sugar, milk, and then whisk together. Okay, I'm just gonna mix until I don't see any more dry ingredients. Now we're gonna add our ghee. Woo! All right, we're gonna mix this together, then we're gonna head over to the stove. All right, that's looking okay. We can pour that all in there. I'll continue mixing on the stove. And then we're gonna turn the heat on low. And this is where the 10 minutes comes in, because basically we're gonna be cooking this on the stove on low heat, stirring for a while, 10 minutes. It's almost there, so I'm gonna add a little cardamom. Boop, boop, boop. You add this right at the end, you mix it in, and then we pour it into our little tray. We've smoothed it out. We're gonna sprinkle some chopped up pistachios on the top and then press them flat. And then I'm gonna pop this in the refrigerator to chill for 2 hours and then cut into squares. We might have done it. They've chilled, and now I'm gonna try it. Okay. When she broke this open, it was a little bit more crumbly, and this is a little bit more soft and creamy. Okay. I mean, it tastes really good. Really creamy. You know what? I think it's the milk powder. I just want the crumbliness. We were close on this one, very close. The next recipe is a savory snack. It's called convi, and I have never made these, but it's soft and it's rolled and it's savory, and I don't get it, so let's try it. I just think this is really cool because you make it with chickpea flour. How neat! That is so cool. Let's start sifting. Let's do that first. So I'm just gonna pour all that in there and tap, tap to tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap to tap, tap to tap, 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 tap. Now we're gonna get our spices in there. Nice and smooth, nice and smooth. All right, it's looking good. Now we're gonna slowly add our yogurt with a little bit of water. And we're just gonna whisk together. Once this is combined, then we're gonna add our ginger. Mix it up, mix it up. Okay, we're gonna scoop in our ginger. Boop, whisk together again. Then we're gonna head over to the stove, doot-de-doot. I've got a big pan here. I'm gonna turn on low heat. Now we're gonna pour right into the pan. And we're gonna get another arm workout today. We're gonna use a spatula. We're just gonna continuously stir. Oh no! There's some dishes it looks like I'm not made for. Keep stirring for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna do it continuously, and I'm gonna check it with this little plate right here. It's greased right in front of me, and after about 10 minutes, I'm just gonna wipe it on here and see if it gets like tacky and I can roll it. Okay, looking good. Now half on this tray. This is a greased pan. Half on this tray. Gotta move quick. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna set this off to the side. I'm gonna spread this one first. Okay, gotta go quick. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Oh my gosh, it's already, oh, wow, this is fast. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna do the other one. Oh, I'm too late. I'm too late on this one. I better do my sprinkle before this sets. Okay, so here we've got some chopped little cilantro. We're just gonna sprinkle it on top, and then some coconut flakes. Oh my gosh, don't tell me I was too slow. I'm going. Fast. Whew! I'm just gonna let this sit, solidify about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna cut them and roll them. Okay, now we're gonna cut into little rectangles. So I'm gonna go down the middle, cut in the middle again, and then I'm gonna eyeball it one more time, do 2 cuts on each side. And we're just gonna roll it up. I'm gonna pretend it's a roll cake. Okay, there we go. There we go, you guys. Oh my gosh, how cute. Okay, my cuts could have been a little bit more precise, but I did it, I did it, I did it. I'm gonna keep doing this, and then after I finish rolling all of them, we're gonna make a little sauce on the stove to drizzle over the top. I think I kinda did it. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. All right, so we're gonna come over here and really quick make this little topping. I'm gonna put on like a medium-low heat, a little bit of oil, sesame seed, mustard seed, curry leaves. I love this, infusing the oils with all this yumminess. This is great. I'm just gonna keep mixing up until it starts sizzling, and then I'll wait 30 seconds, and then I'll drizzle it over the top, and we'll give it a taste. Well, I did something. Oh, it all comes down to this. I love the curry leaves in the oil. Oh my gosh. I wasn't sure if I would like how this tasted or if I would like the texture, and it's so weird because I keep wanting to eat more, but I don't want to eat it on its own. I really want the little like crunchiness, the little topping. It just needs that. I think if you could pick an emoji, it would just be my mind is blowing and I don't even know how to process this. Ooh, this next video is a quick hack to making samosas. She's using pre-made, they're like frozen paratha bread, but because I just made the paratha dough today, I had some left over, so I'm just gonna be using this. Okay, that's really cool. And then I've already made the filling for a samosa. It's pretty traditional. It's got potatoes, peas, cumin seeds, turmeric, garlic, coriander, and chili powder. So that's all mixed up. And then on the stove, I've got a hot pot of oil because we are gonna fry these. So the first thing we're gonna do is cut this in half. Oh my gosh, samosa fold. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna put it in my hand. So we're gonna do this and we're gonna fold it over. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, get in there. All right, let's scoop that in there. Okay, and then we pinch the top. Then over here, I have a baking sheet with a drying rack on top of it. This is for after I take these out. And let me just test the temperature. We want 350 to 375. All right, it's 350. I'm gonna use a big slotted spoon to just stick those in there. All right, in we go. I let these cool for just a little bit because they are piping hot when they come out of the hot oil. Oh, they're still hot. Woo, 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 hot hands. Okay, let's try this. I've got a little chutney from earlier. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, I love it. Last recipe that we're gonna try is a very specific recipe for Gulab jamun. Usually not made with eggs, but the woman making it says that her mom's secret ingredient is that she uses a couple eggs. So we're gonna try it out and see how it goes. See if we like it. All right, so in here I've got all my dry ingredients: milk powder, flour, baking powder, and a little bit of cardamom. And then we have some ghee, so I'm gonna pour in the ghee and using my hands mix together. Here we go, here we go. It's gonna get a little messy, I love it. This is gonna be a crumbly dough. Reminds me of shortbread, all crumbly and yummy. Then add all the eggs. There we go. All right, mix, mix, mix. Okay, so the last ingredient we're gonna add is milk, but we're gonna add it slowly. In their video, she adds it like a little bit at a time. Oh my gosh. How am I gonna add a little bit of milk at a time? I would suggest making this with a friend. Thanks, Mike. Can you spoon me some milk?
Here you go.
Oh my God, no! Now this is probably the stickiest dough I've ever made in my life. I'm gonna kind of get it together here. Get it together! We're trying to make dessert. Before I start scooping and rolling, I'm gonna wash my hands off because I think it's gonna make a big difference. And I'll put a little flour on them, and then I think we're good. All right, the dough is a lot less sticky now. I've been kneading it for a while. I added a little bit more flour, and it might be because, again, I'm using this milk powder. I don't know if that affects it. Maybe. Over here, cutting board, a little bit of flour on top so that they don't stick. They just use their hands, but I'm gonna use this. I had to pin up my hair in the back because, again, I'm working with the hot oil and I don't trust myself. myself. I was scared I was gonna catch my hair on fire. I'm just gonna continue to make these little balls, and then we're gonna head over to the stove. I have the oil heating up right now. Okay, I'm gonna place a bunch of these cute little things on my slotted spoon and then pop them into the oil. We're gonna fry them all together. I just wanna put them in slowly so they don't splash. And then the heat of the oil is only at 300, about 320. All right, they're a nice color. Turn the heat off, and I'm just gonna place them over here on top of a drying rack underneath a cookie sheet. This is amazing. It's like fried cake. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Look how big they got. They really floofed up. These have cooled down just a little bit. They're still hot, but I'm gonna take a toothpick, be careful. I'm gonna poke the hole all the way through, and then we're gonna toss all of these little yummy balls in this syrup I'm making over here on the stove. In the pan, I've got whole cardamom, sugar, water, saffron, and a little bit of rose water. I just wanted to wait until the sugar dissolved. It's dissolved now, so I can pop these in, and they are just gonna sit in here, take a little bath, a sugar bath, for about 20 minutes. All right, in you go, in you go. Little hot tub session. Once they're all in there, turn off the heat, and then we're gonna let them just soak for like 20 minutes. Now, in the TikTok video, she said you can let them soak for like 20, 30 minutes, but when I did that, they weren't like fully soaked. So I Googled it, and a bunch of other people said you actually let it soak overnight. So these ones soaked overnight in the refrigerator, and then they warmed them up like in the microwave. So these ones are warm, and now I'm gonna try them. Oh my gosh, they're so heavy. Oh my gosh. It's so sweet and fried but soft, but you can taste the fried. I know you're a texture guy and you're like, ugh, soggy cake, but Mike, try it. Isn't that good? Oh my gosh.
It's soggy, but still somehow dense.
How is it doing that? These are magic balls. Well, I really like this recipe because she said that her mom actually like reduces the sugar, a little bit more water, so these ones are a little less sweet, and I still feel like these are really sweet, so. Okay, I like them. What a weird, amazing dessert. All right, that's it for trying TikTok Indian recipes. Let me know in the comments below, were these recipes legit or did these recipes lead me astray? So if you like this video, do me a favor and give the video a thumbs up. Click subscribe, ring the bell, you guys know the deal. And I've been testing a bunch of TikTok recipes, so if you wanna watch the last one that I did, click here. Bye, you guys.